Don't tell me what to fucking do. You goddamn bitch. Oh, I do have a souvenir, though. I mean, a huge side quest in this game is collecting souvenirs. Going around the world and collecting souvenirs to show off all your journeying. That's a game mechanic. I mean, how are you gonna know what works and what doesn't? How are you gonna know, okay, that was a bad thing to put in there, don't put that in there next time, if you don't put it in there and see that it doesn't work out, right? If you don't take risks, you're never gonna discover, oh shit, we never thought that that would have been a cool thing, but it totally is. Throw that shit in. Like, now we can expand on this and develop on it. And how are you gonna know that something's a bad idea to put in there if you don't put it in there and say like, okay, yeah, that didn't work. Let's not bother wasting our time with that from now on. Like, that's not something to improve on. It's just something to not include, period. Oh, so there is a nighttime stage here. Where did he say to go? My staunch refusal to pay attention. It's coming back to bite me. Okay, here we go. This is kind of my least favorite Werehog stage. And you'll see why. Man, I like the Werehog. Suck my dick. Oh, that's another thing, stupid fucking internet chucklefucks like to say. It's the Werehog. He's the man-hog. The Latin word for were means man. Man, it's werewolf. Man, I'm from somethingawful.com. And I said a thing that was really clever. Shut the fuck up. I mean, it's the most pedantic bullshit. Everyone knows what you're talking about. No one heard the name Werehog and thought, oh, it's a man-hog? No one thought that. You hear Werehog, the word werewolf has become ubiquitous with our culture to mean, like, lycanthropy. You say Werehog, everyone on the face of the goddamn planet knows what that's referring to. Everyone knows that means, oh, it's a werewolf hedgehog. I understand, like, the pop cultural dissemination of what this term means now in our wider context. Like, the same kind of chuckle fuck assholes who are like, it's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein's monster. Like, who do you think you're impressing? You know, like, no one's impressed. No one is going, oh wow, you're right. It shouldn't be Werehog, because were means man. You're totally true. Wow. You pointed something out and now yes, you are correct. I mean, there are people doing that because it's Sonic, so time for everyone to talk shit, right? God damn it. Right as I was pressing the button. Dude. I love being lit on fire. Jesus, what the fuck is happening? Buttons are being pressed that are not the buttons that I was pressing. Somehow, some way, Why don't you light them on fire? Why do you have friendly fire turned off, you dick? There you go. Like, no one's impressed. No one's going, oh wow, you're right. They're going, dude, shut the fuck up. We know what it fucking means. We're trying to have a goddamn conversation. Like, again, an example of, like, the mentality of the kind of people that are douchebags about soccer, right? Those kind, like, oh, everyone's favorite kind of person to talk to at a party. The kind of person who goes, it's not, werehog means man-hog. Oh, yes, everyone loves crowding around you at the cocktail party, you fucking jackass. Anyway. Again, I wish I could just look at the werehog and be like, man, that's one sexy werehog. And just be able to enjoy and appreciate his character design, and enjoy and appreciate the positive things about the game, without also in the back of my mind going, douchebag sis. It's a real struggle in my life that I'm not able to do that. It's something I'm not happy about. Fuck you. You guys take way too much damage considering how big you are. The unfortunate, like, I keep trying to finish this thought. Of the ingredients are there to have made a fun character action formula. Because, like, when I watch the werehog's attack animation, and when I watch the way he moves, and the motions his body goes through, like, the way his character model moves, and the way his attack animations connect with the enemies, I feel like, why isn't this more fun? Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. There we go. You know, like, looking at it, it should be. It should be. But it kind of isn't. And that's such a shame. Like, let's try and get the quick time event going here. Like, look at him. Bam! That looks so cool, right? That looks like it felt good and felt really visceral. And my favorite attack is the or, which is the quick time event against, like, the generic gremlin enemies. Or he does the JoJo or while two of them are on the ground. Like, that just looks like it feels so fucking good. But the kinesthetic, like, it looks like it feels good, but it doesn't feel good to play. Like, the kinesthetics aren't there. They don't match. Like, it doesn't play as good as it looks like it plays. The visuals are all there. The animations are all there. The character design is there. But the gameplay just isn't. It doesn't feel good in your hands. No, it's like a... It's sort of like an uncanny valley effect. When the kinesthetics, which is what I call, which is like a term I heard that I really like to describe the way, like, Homeboy wrote that book called Game Feel, which is about this thing that I'm talking about. Look up the book Game Feel. And it's about this. It's about making the mechanics of the game feel good in the player's hands. It feels like one-to-one, you know? Like, you want to have as little separation between pressing the buttons on the controller in your hand and the actions that play out on the screen in front of you. And you want those, like, it's like driving a car. Like, you are not moving the vehicle that you are inside of is moving. It's the same kind of mentality of the way a car handles and the way a car feels when you're driving it versus like that sensation of like you aren't moving and the car is just a hunk of plastic and metal. Like, it doesn't feel like anything, right? But everyone knows what you're talking about. That's a universal, understandable... God fucking damn it! It's not even what I wanted to do! Christ almighty. Douchebag. Fucking die already. Pissing me off. There we go. Come on! Ah, what is happening? There we go. Fuck Christ. Get you fuckers out of the way so I can do this really frustrating puzzle now. Not difficult, but I have to wander around this location and find 4 keys and bring them all back here. This is why this is my least favorite Werehog stage. Because these keys are fucking hidden. And you actually have to, like, wander around a pretty decently sized locale in order to find them all. And get into more fights. Like, here's one. Found the green key. Let's take it back. Like, the handling of the way your character moves on screen when you move the stick and press the buttons, right? Like, look at Mario 64 is probably the best example. Because that is 1-to-1, right? That, like, thought, action, response. And the kinesthetics of it, the game feel, Jesus fucking Christ, the frame rate, is flawless. It's like a pristine motorized vehicle that's just, like, watch the movie Baby Driver. And the way that character drives the car, like, it's like there is no separation. There's no separation between the man and machine. It's 1-to-1. The Werehog does not have this. the kinesthetics of the way the Werehog controls and feels the play doesn't match. It doesn't feel good. Like, the animations are lovely. Fuck off with those fucking like, what is the frame? Like, how many frames did I have to work with there? Fuck you, I'm already on fire. Fuck, press the wrong button. It's so unforgiving. Stand still. I can't do it while they're in the middle of an animation. There we go. Fuck you. There we go. Oh, another one! Fantastic. Not a fan of this level. Not a great level. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Those bees do a lot of damage. Son of a bitch. Get you out of the way then. Like, what even is that? They're, like, slightly just high enough off the ground that it's not connecting. Just, that should be connecting, should it not? What the heck? Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, fiddly dee. And look at that, they just fly up immediately as you start attacking. Like, got really annoying enemies. Got really... have to run around to try and find keys and whatnot. Fuck you. No lock-on. Like, this is... it's like, all of the worst things about the Werehog. All in one level. The only thing that it doesn't have is the instant death pit platforming. that the Empire City picked up the slack on that. Like, I'm good. Like, this is very dangerous. This is a very deadly enemy that I'm facing right now. Because my attacks just are not connecting, and he does an astronomical degree of damage. Fuck's sake, like I'm actually at risk of dying fighting this thing. Fucking Christ, did you see how... Oh yeah, another one. Wonderful. Yeah, this looks like the kind of enemy that merits this much difficulty in trying to take him down, right? This doesn't work by the way. Because like, they're like slightly off the ground just so, like just to a degree where you're gonna fucking miss every single time. Criminy. Like, the daytime Aproposi level is the worst daytime Sonic level, and this is the worst Werehog level. By far. By far, this is everything that's not good about the Werehog's gameplay. I do love that, but like, but then you see him do that attack animation, and you're like, son of a bitch. And you're like, goddamn. It looks like it should be amazing and fantastic to play, and they're being fucking healed. Suck my dick, Wizro. Oh, and the frame rate is just losing its goddamn mind. Yeah, see? Jumps out of the way. Chris Almighty. There we go. Very unreliable. Oh, thank God. These fucking bees make it so annoying. Fucking die. Look, why am I missing that, right? Anyway. It looks like it should be really fun and fluid and responsive. But it just ain't, and that's like, that makes it even more frustrating. Like, if it looked as shitty as it plays, like the Uncanny Valley, the separation of, oh man, this looks really fun and cool, and it's just fucking respawning the same 3 enemies over and over and over again. Like, the fucking enemy placement throughout the level just doesn't have a lot of... Why are you spawning that fucking bee so many times? Like, if every fucking Werehog level was like this, I would agree that the Werehog is goddamn atrocious. What? Like, when are they gonna stop? It's just these same 3 enemies over and over spawning in the exact same spot. I'm not doing something wrong. It's not like I should be hitting a switch. They're just spawning these, like, this is this enemy encounter. This is this room. It's just spawning, once you defeat one, it's gonna spawn another one right afterwards. And then you gotta fight it again. Or you defeated them, time to spawn another one for you to fight the exact same way in the exact same location again. Oh, you defeated it, time to spawn another one. At least it's not doing the fucking bees anymore. Love that shit. Like, it's the cognitive dissonance between it looking really fucking cool, but it doesn't play cool. It doesn't feel good to play it. It isn't responsive in the way that might be suggested from the visual design of his character and the animations. And that's just really unfortunate. If the gameplay matched What even was the point of that? I don't think there was a key up there. God damn it. I hate this level. Shoot. Here we go. Here's one. It's the frustration of, it's not as good as it should be. That makes it worse, you know? For me. Like it should be better. It should be better, but it just isn't. Is what contributes to just... And again, it's like, I have to give emphasis on this, it's not that it's bad. People are exaggerating the shortcomings in order to in order to like balloon their complaints about the game as a whole, so they can act like the game in its entirety is bad. Because look at how bad the werehog is. It's so bad it ruins the entire game. At its absolute best, it's painfully average. Oh, how ruinous. Oh, the whole game is terrible because you have one half of the gameplay being like fucking Sonic, and then you have one half of the gameplay being generic average gameplay that you wouldn't expect or want to be in a Sonic game. Like, there's a discussion to be had there about the werehog's inclusion and about the way he plays and about how that affects the whole overall product of the game as a whole, but no one's having that discussion. They're just, oh, fuck this whole game because of the werehog. What am I doing? Where's the fucking last key? Let's wander around, not being able to figure out where the key is. There's a blue one. I'm looking for a blue one. Maybe it's in the water. That would make sense, right? Yep, there it is. Holy shit. Hey, look, I used my brain for 3 fucking seconds and I found the answer to the frustrating hang-up I was having. How about that? How about using your fucking... How about rubbing 2 brain cells together for a minute? For some reason, I wasn't doing that. The natural conclusion of, hey, the blue one might be in the water, right? Imagine that. Speaking of those people that I hate, and have discussed previously how much I hate them, the playthrough that they're doing of this game is of the Wii version. God damn it, why I'm on fire all the time! I have so much gorgeous fur! Why must you singe my gorgeous fur? Fuck you. Out or in, buddy? Make up your mind here. Oh, man, this... I really wish I could turn that off. That's really annoying. Come here. Fuck. The playthrough that they're doing is of the Wii version of the game, which is significantly different. The Wii version and the HD next-gen versions of this game are very... Fuck you, are you fucking serious? Are very different. Like, it's not just a port. Come here. Come here, I said. Scum. You committed a grave injustice against me. Like, it seems really inconsistent, too. Like, sometimes the QTEs will be really manageable, and sometimes they'll just be fucking instantaneous. I do not know. Maybe it's like the life. Maybe how much life the enemy has left means that it'll be a more generous QTE time? I'm not sure. regardless. It's not just a straight port, like the levels are structured very differently, it plays very differently. It has a very different, like, design for both Modern Sonic and the Werehog. I keep calling him Modern Sonic. He's not Modern Sonic yet. He will be soon. He will one day attain the designation of Modern Sonic. There we go. Damn it! I wanted that book. I don't even know how to read. Yeah, reading seems like that's too slow-paced for a guy like Sonic. Or maybe he's a speed reader. Maybe he can, like, chug through an entire book lickety-split, right? That's something to consider. Like the Flash. Or Superman. Superman can read a book really, 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 really fast. Right? That's something to think about. Keep getting distracted. Like, it plays completely different. Like, the boost mechanic is in the Wii version, but it's very differently implemented. It's like kind of weird. I've never played the Wii version, but like I've seen videos of it, and it's very different. Like, it's like 3 bars almost, and every time you use it, it drains 1 bar, and then it runs out. And you gotta use up another bar. Like, you can't just hold down the X button and chug through the entire ring gauge meter. Do not want to deal with you guys buffing him up and healing him while I'm trying to fight. It's gonna be aggravating enough. And also lit on fire. Oh, but yeah, let's just have them respawn, right? There we go. Oh, look, now he's on fire. That's awesome. You know, he's standing in the fucking water, which is weird. Fuck you. Stop respawning these guys! That's so frustrating. Come here. Ah. Damn it! That's not what I was fucking aiming for. It's who it locked onto, though. Try and take him out real quick, then. Here we go. Luckily for the big guys, the QTEs are really forgiving. So that's a good thing. There we go, and when you're unleashed like this, the fucking Psycho Crusher just fucking obliterates motherfuckers. Oh look, fuck this. Fuck you guys. I don't even need to fight you guys. Just grab that key and get out of here. Fuck them. Of course, I S-rank the worst level that I hate. Right? That just figures, right? Of course that's what's gonna happen. So there is like a kind of a divide about like which version of Sonic Unleashed is the better version, the Wii version or the HD version. And again, I haven't played the Wii version, so maybe it's not fair to say, but I prefer the HD version. Except for one thing. There's like one thing in the Wii version that's hands down, far and away, entirely, and just without any discussion, better than the HD version of the same thing. And we'll get to that. But to me, like, HD version's better. Like, hands down, personally. Like, that's just my personal assessment, but the gameplay for both the Werehog and Daytime Sonic, you fucking asshole, just doesn't seem as fun with the Wii version. Like, the Werehog uses a lot of Wii like motion controls, but if you play it with like the Pro controller, you can play it with the Pro controller or the GameCube controller, so I'm pretty sure that would solve that problem. I think this boss is like, yeah, he's like got some weird puzzle element to him, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I need to, like, push these crates around in order to weaken him so I can do the QTE. All these bosses are really standing
them down and they get right back up. There's gotta be a better way.
Yeah. Like, he'll heal no matter how much damage I do.
Sonic,
so I gotta...
took the boxes over to the blue place.
So I gotta beat the shit out of him in order to have time to move these boxes.
Looks like I can push this box thing.
This box thing. Yeah, whatever. Keep blocking, bitch. Oh, and the fucking gremlins will push the boxes in the opposite direction. What a bunch of assholes.
Looks like those annoying nightmares stayed gone for a while if you clear them out.
Those annoying nightmares. That's an interesting
Sonic,
definition.
what if you took the boxes over to the blue place?
Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. Takes a while. It's a very slow box pushing animation. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine, is slow box pushing animations. Like in something like Resident Evil, where the boxes are just fucking massive, and you're just a little, like, regular person, dude. I guess it's fine. But when you're like this big fucking super strong monster mash, and the entire basis of the character is he's a super strong dude,
But it looks like it's working.
you would think the werehog would be able to push boxes much faster with his super strong arms, right? But no, his box pushing animation's super slow. That's annoying. That's weird. That isn't suited, I feel. And another example, that's like in Legend of Zelda, when you... pushing this one, he pushes it faster because it's smaller, but still. Come on. Come on. Like, even when you're just not pushing the stick at all, you jump slightly forward. Fuck off. Pardon me, good sir. Oh, you fucking dick. Get out of my face. Yeah, at least this one he pushes really fast, because it's super small. Or like in Legend of Zelda, when you get like the arm bracelet that makes you be able to lift giant pillars and shit, you would think, hey, maybe I can push boxes really fast now. No, he still pushes his boxes really fucking slow. Like, the fact that you have an explicit strength upgrade doesn't impact your box pushing speed for some fucking reason. Like, from what I've seen of the Wii game, there's nothing that the Wii game does that isn't better in the HD version. Come on. I mean, like, when they went forward with the series, even though the next game in the franchise is on the Wii, they didn't carry over the Wii version of Unleashed's gameplay. They took the HD version of Unleashed's gameplay and expanded on it from how it was on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So, like, there you go, like, Sega themselves went, yeah, this is the version of the gameplay that we're gonna continue with going forward with the franchise from here. The version of the game that was on the next-gen consoles instead of the Wii, which is always weird that you people don't consider the Wii a next-gen console. Come on. I really wish you wouldn't take control of the camera away from me to show me that. Here we go. Almost. There we go. No, come on. You gotta be kidding me with that shit, bro. You gotta be fucking twisting my balls on that one. There we go. Come on. There we go. Fucking A. Those fucking gates.
Almost there, Sonic.
Okay, this is... I want to hope that this is it. you know? But for,
I know
like...
little girls who are better with a hammer than you! One anyway!
That's awesome! Yeah, okay. I was worried, like, okay, I'm phase 2. Ah, what a fucking bird! That's great! That makes me happy for some reason. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know what the consensus is, but I do know there's something of a divide between whether or not the Wii version versus the HD version. So I don't know, maybe the Wii version is considered better. And again, maybe it's unfair because I haven't played it, but personally, I would rather, like, there's literally only a single thing that the Wii version does that's better than the HD version. Everything else, the HD version does better. The gameplay is better for both versions of Sonic. And in the Wii version, you don't have the hub worlds. It's a menu. It's like you get like a map of the location, and you can point and click around to like speech bubbles in order to talk to people. And I don't like that. Must just completely ruin the entire nature of the game's concept of a road trip game, where you're going around and talking to all these different people and interacting with all these unique personalities that all the characters do have. All, like, every single NPC throughout the game, it has a unique design and a unique personality and a unique story that you get to interact with. And you can do side quests for them and all that shit. And you must just completely lose that whole that whole, like, feature in the Wii version where you're just navigating a menu. Like, I wouldn't even know, like, you certainly wouldn't be able to capture the same sensation of traveling the globe and enjoying this world adventure, you know? Versus actually being on the ground floor, walking around amongst all this, and seeing and experiencing it all firsthand. Oh, have I never bought something from this guy before? That's funny. Wentos. Squirrel Boy. Chow Chugger. Let's see what Chip has to say about that. And then I'll get one for Sonic too. I shouldn't have to go through the menu every time you buy something. Like, hey, you want to buy something again? You want to buy something again? Oh, he's gone. Ah, he's magic. Or maybe Sonic just ate him during that brief screen transition. Yes, that is my headcanon now. That is my headcanon now, and there's literally nothing you can do to stop me. Anyway. So, like, in every regard, but literally a single thing. Literally a single thing. And I will talk about that when we get to it. I feel the HD version is the better version. So, again, I don't know if that's contrarian or not. I do know that those fucking people that I have mentioned, that I despise in every regard, who went into the game going, oh hey look, another shitty Sonic game. This Sonic game is bad because it's a Sonic game, because Sonic games are all bad, so this game is bad because it's a Sonic game. Look, it says Sonic, therefore it's bad. Let's play it. Oh look, I shoved the Wiimote up my own asshole and I'm performing badly. See, the game's bad. Look, see how bad it is? I'm just jumping off this cliff over and over and over again. See, look how bad it is, because it's a Sonic game. Like, they're doing that already, and then, oh yeah, let's play the inferior version of the game, instead of the version that that has the most to offer in terms of its overall experience as a game. Let's go with the one where you have to navigate a fucking menu, instead of being able to explore this hub world, right? Let's go with the one where you can't just hold down X to boost through the entire level. Let's go with the one with the motion controls in order to navigate the platforming sessions, just so we can have as much unfair excuses as possible to shit on the game as much as we want. Oh, will that be my reward? We've been over this, Amy! You fucking thought. I insulted a monster using you as a frame of reference. Your new powers. Okay, apparently these are new, so let's see what he says. Dude, I am not paying attention to what I go through during that level, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I know what you're talking about, actually. I wouldn't have thought of that as a cafe. It was more like an outdoor eating area. Dun dun dun! I love where there's one where he mentions, like, there's like 100 unique NPCs in this game, and they all have interesting personalities and stories associated with them. I know you'll take the time to go and interact with them all, right? And, like, that's one of the things he says for one of the items that you give him. And I'm like, ha ha ha, no. Yeah, see, like, he's literally talking about how these NPC storylines will develop. And, like, again, that's really cool. That's really cool that that's something that's in the game. Just golly gee do I not care, right? I feel bad about that, but oh well. Okay, first I need to check if I'm able to actually access this level, because I'm pretty sure I might not be able to, which would be a shame. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to do this level or not, which would be weird, but you'll see what I mean. Because if memory serves, this is the one that you need a level 7. Yep.
Sonic!
We can't do this level until we get 9 more sun medals. Isn't that nice? Let's lock off the worst level in the entire game behind this terrible goddamn mechanic where you have to run around and replay old levels in order to unlock, in order to get medals. You have to fucking scavenger hunt through these goddamn levels to find medals. And then what will your reward be? You will have the privilege of playing the worst level in the entire game. Isn't that fantastic? So we need 9 more medals. Sun medals, so the best places to get them would be the nighttime stages. We pretty much cleaned that place out, though. Cleaned that shit out. There's 3 here. Two here, so that's 5. 6. Worst level. 7, 8, 9. That would be if I did all of these and found and like completely cleared it and got the exact medals that I'm missing. Like, got 100% of the medals in those levels. Then I would be able to access it. I am missing a couple of medals in like the daytime stages too, of course. One medal in that stage. All 3 for this stage. Two for this stage. You see why they call it medal hunting now? This is so terrible, and it's always just for this one level. This one level is the only one that has a level 7 requirement. This is the only one, and like, I have a fair many. I have a fair few many. We only need 9 medals in order to get it. But imagine if you weren't, like, taking the time out to actually go through the stages and try and root through and find the medals as you were naturally going through them, like I was. You would have significantly less, perhaps, and thus would have to go back and replay even more levels to try and find these medals. It's frustrating! That's a frustrating mechanic! That's not fun at all! I don't know if the Wii version has that, but if it doesn't, then there's one more thing that the Wii version has over this version. But yeah, I'm not fucking wasting your time doing that, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to grind for I was hoping maybe I would be lucky enough that I would end up having enough medals by the time we got to that level naturally, but nope. Didn't work out that way, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to fucking do this off screen. Oh, Sonic Unleashed, you're so close. You're so close, but you're just... these slight flaws, you know? Like, there's all this cool stuff that I like being in the game, even though I personally don't like interacting with it. But then the stuff that I do like interacting with just isn't quite up to snuff. You're just like, there's almost enough there. But nah, for me, nah. If you do like interacting with all that other interesting shenanigans, then that's more than gonna push it over the edge for you to being something you really enjoy. But for me, oh well. Fuck it, I'm gonna do Rooftop Run a couple times and grind for rings so that I can buy souvenirs to give to Professor Pickle and see if he'll give me a couple of extra sun medals. That might help buffer a little bit of my grinding. Yeah. Anyway.